Hi there, Westside Wellbeingers. Welcome, gang. We've got Pilates today and we're going to use a chair. So this is a really good one because we're going to sort of ease our way into it a little bit. So if you're sat at your desk, continue to sit at your desk, clear some space, and we can start working from here. If you've got a wheelie chair, really be careful. I have just got a normal chair here, so if you've got one that's not going to move, I've even got it on my mat, so it's even less likely to move, then that would be preferable. And then we're just going to come to just some stillness on the mat. Have your feet on the floor and have a stacked spine. Maybe just take a couple of breaths, shake out the shoulders, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. And sort of on the edge of your seat, we're going to start with the right leg and we're going to lift it up and out. Like we're sort of stepping over a tiny little imaginary wall. You can have your hands on your hips. You can help that leg. You can have the arms out in front of you. Get a bit more work into the core. You could have the arms up above the head. Lovely. We're going to keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Excellent. So we're already starting to feel that into this hip area. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you can be as elegant or as stompy as you want with that foot placement. Just try and control the movement from the hip, helping the thigh if you need to. Maybe experimenting with those different arm options. Using that core. Lovely. Keep breathing as we go. And we're going to finish off. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Nice. Just notice how you're feeling now. Any issues with the lower back, maybe just wiggling through the spine here, releasing anything. We're going to stay exactly where we are. Suck that belly button in towards the lower back. Sit up as tall as you can. Again, maybe starting with the hands on the hips. This time we're just going to extend and flex through the front knee. That's it. You can do this on your toes, just tapping the toe down. Same arm options as we've been doing. Maybe reaching the arms up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg up. We're just going to breathe here, holding the leg. Arms wherever you want them to be. Try not to lean back. You see, I immediately started to lean back there. Just that acts as a little counterbalance. It makes the posture easier. It takes the work out of the muscles. So try not to do that. Use your core. Set up tall. We're going to pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Release into that leg. Who knew? Who knew you could work out your muscles so much just from your chair? Right. Extending and pointing. A bit of fluff on my foot. This is all we're doing. Straightening and bending through the knee. Sitting up as tall as we can. Deciding how much we want to test the core with our arms. Taking 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Holding the leg up. Make sure you're breathing. And pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Release, breathe. Move in your chair however you need to. And actually, maybe slide the hands onto the knees and just do cat and cow. So as you inhale, chest opens, gaze goes up. As you exhale, arch, tuck the chin. Just do a couple more like this. Nice. Now we've not finished from this position. So same starting position. Your sit bones are secure in the seat of your chair. Your feet are flat on the floor. We're going to tuck the knees in towards the chest. Now, it doesn't have to be a very big movement here. So you could really squeeze it in, or it can be light touch. Working into that core, sitting you up nice and tall. If you want to get a little bit more jazzy with the arms, we're going to take left hand and alternate. So you've got left hand, right knee, right hand, left knee, opposite arm reaches back. Maybe we start to really open the chest a bit. So we're getting a nice twist into the upper body. Excellent. It's just an option. You can carry on with the knee taps. Here's another. Let's kick out. Wherever you are, we're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can we hold up on the left side? So right arm, right leg is lifted, left arm is reaching down towards those right toes. Right hand's back behind you, holding here, sitting up tall. Now you know what's coming. We pulse into the leg. We pulse just gently. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap to the other side. Holding here. We pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. Starting to feel it in the shoulders a bit. So let's add in a shoulder roll. A couple of times around one way, and then let's take it back the other. Nice. Maybe just getting into the head and the neck. We drop the chin to chest, roll from one side to the other. Lovely. And then we are just going to hug the right shin in towards the body, sitting up as tall as we possibly can here. And while we're here, maybe just start to roll out through the right ankle. And then back the other way. Excellent. Swapping over. Rolling into that left ankle. And then back the other way. Nice. Now just release the legs, cross right ankle on top of the left thigh, and we start to lean forwards. Just enough so you can feel that opening into the hip and into the right thigh. So it doesn't have to be very far, as long as you can feel the stretch. Nice. Flipping over. Couple of breaths here. Excellent. Now release. So we're going to start to stand up and sit down. So it's really important that you feel like your chair is super stable here. If not, I'm going to give you some options. So simple as standing up and reaching back with the bum to hit the seat. Now, if you haven't got a chair that feels stable behind you, then just go into your squat as you would do normally. You can have your arms out. You can have your hands to your hips. Now, if you're using the chair, really try not to kind of bump all the way down and come up. We don't want to relieve any of the tension in the posture. So really control that landing. It's just a gentle touch and up. Squeeze the butt at the top. Gentle touch and up. You can bring the arms in. We could keep the hands on the hips. Doesn't matter if you don't sit each time, if the sit bones don't hit down towards the seat. But this is just to give you some depth into that squat position and to see if we can just start to make it nice and consistent. Try and have your knees tracking in line with your feet, which are hip distance apart. Excellent. Let's take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. We're going to go back down and we're going to hover. So you might be just letting the bum just gently know that the seat of the chair is there, but we're going to hold it in this squat. Shoulders, neck, head are relaxed. Let's hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just bringing my hands to my hips to pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Coming all the way back up, shake out those legs. Just shake it out. Now, come back down to your chair. I'm going to face the other way just so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm sitting on the side of my chair again so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to reach the arms out, right thumb up, left thumb down. And I'm bringing the thumbs towards each other behind my back, flip, and then again, thumbs towards each other. So it doesn't matter if the thumbs touch or not. We're just working into some shoulder mobility here. Sitting up as tall as you can the whole time. Getting that flip in. Right thumb down, left thumb up. Right thumb up, left thumb down. Really warming up into the shoulder joints. And we go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice. Good work, gang. So, we're working towards a one-legged squat here. We're not going to do a one-legged squat today, but we're just going to practice some alternative variations. So if this sounds too much today, just bring your hands to your hips, feet to the floor. We're going to stand up. And then we come back down to the seat. So that's all we're doing. Make sure you squeeze your hips up at the top. If you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say a one-legged squat, you want to give it a go. Again, there's different options, but we can start with our left leg lifted. And you might just want to stay here, lift the leg, both feet down, stand up, squeeze the butt. So it would look something like this. Now, here's the alternative version. Left leg is lifted. We push down through the right foot as we stand up. You can see I'm pretty wobbly with that, which is why I'm here to practice it. So left leg is up, push down through the right foot, come up, stand, sit. Left leg lifts, right foot, push down, lovely. So you're taking whatever variation here works for you. So you could be standing and squeezing. You could lift the leg, stand, squeeze, sit. You could lift the leg, weight into the right foot, stand and squeeze, and sit. We're going to go for 8 more. Really tough. Working with the version of this posture that puts you at your edge. And that is where we're going to build the strength for 5. I think the right side is my stronger side, so who knows what's going to happen on the other side when we try this. 3 more. Oh, last one. Oh, maybe 1 more. Let's do 1 more. Yes. Okay, lovely. Now, you can try that whenever you want to get up out of a chair. So it doesn't have to be just in a Pilates class. So remember those options. We're doing the squats to seated. Or we're lifting the right leg this time. And then squats to seated. And the other option, let's see what I've got on the left side. Push down through the left foot. Come up. Woo. And back down. Let's try that one again. So even if you're a bit wobbly to start off with, give your body a chance. It's a new movement. You will get the hang of it. And if you are absolutely smashing this, arm options again. You can have the arms out in front of you. You can have the arms up. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can do it. 2, telling that to myself more than anything. 1, let's do 1 more. 1 more for luck. Woo. Lovely stuff. Well done, guys. Just breathe when you get back to your seat. Notice how your body's starting to feel. And remember, we've done all of this from the chair. So it's incredible how we can use the chair to help us exercise, to help us access different versions of postures, to help us learn new things to do with the body. And we can also use it to help us recover. So just breathe a couple of times. Nice. 1 more stretch as we're sat here, and then we're going to come to some standing variations. So right leg, try and straighten it out in front of you. If you can, have the toes pointing down towards the floor. Hands to the left thigh, and we start to fold forwards, coming down onto that left thigh, finding the stretch in the right hamstring. If you want to make it deeper, you can start to flex the toes up towards the ceiling. Try and keep the spine long and flat so you're hinging from your hips. Lovely. Let's come to the other side. Maybe flex the toes up towards the ceiling if you want to feel that stretch a little bit deeper. And then coming all the way up. Excellent. So come up to standing. And when you get here, again, you can shake or you can just start to circle around into the hips, maybe back around the other way. Just always being led by how your body feels. So if there's something that you need to stretch out or wiggle or jiggle or shake, go for it. I'm going to turn the chair around. So obviously you don't have to do this. You could just move to the other side of your chair. Let's try and line that up to where it was before. Excellent. So we're working with the back of the chair. Maybe just got a bit more space to play with. I am keeping my chair on my mat because I know then that it's less likely to move. So again, you want this to be firm. And if you don't have confidence in your chair, you can use the wall. So that is another good option. And to start off with, we're just going to start to stretch out into the back. So have your hands onto the back of the chair and just start to fold forwards. Let the head come down in between the upper arms. Push the hips back. You can have a straightness to the legs, or if that doesn't feel good, have a softness, but keep pushing the hips back. It actually feels a bit nicer for me to soften into the knees. Excellent. Start to come all the way back up. Walk those feet back in. So we're about, what would we say, a foot away from the back of the chair. We're going to bend into the right leg, take the weight into the right foot, and start to take the left leg back behind us. My toes are touching the floor. Now from here, I've got both hands on the back of the chair. I'm just going to lift and lower that back leg. That is all that's going on here. It's a lift and a lower, and I'm kind of squeezing into that back butt cheek to help me lift and lower. And there's a bend into this front knee. Excellent. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. We're going to keep that back leg lifted. Hold it here. Again, if you want to go more advanced, you could lift up one arm. You could lift up both arms. You could have the hands on the hips, not use the chair. Wherever you are, we're keeping that back leg lifted, and now we're going to pulse. Just up, 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 up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that back leg lifted. We bring the knee all the way into touch, and we extend back. Holding on to the chair, or doing this without the chair is fine. Your choice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that back leg lifted, hand to the left hip. We're just going to open the hips and lower. So it's an opening of the hips to the side and lower. Back leg is straight and strong. We're just trying to stack a left hip on top of right. A little wobble there from me, so I really want to make sure I'm holding on to the back of that chair. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Turn the hips back parallel to the floor. Keep the back leg lifted. We're going to bend, tap the toes. Bend. Lovely. Bend and tap. Keeping a bend in your standing leg. We've just got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Release. Now, you'll be feeling that in the opposite side. So shake out the legs. Maybe give them a little massage with the fists. Get into that big old glute muscle. And then we prepare for the other side. So, same setup. Now, take the weight into the left leg. A little bit of a bend into that left leg. Point the back toes behind you. Lift and lower. It's nice to come into this side because you start to feel the use of that back glute in a different way. It's a bit fatigued, it's a bit achy. Don't worry, we're going to take that strength training into the left side, but for the moment, that is where it is. You're feeling it. You're lifting and lowering. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Lift the leg, hold it here. Try not to lean too far forwards. You want to keep some integrity in the spine, chest looking forward. It's nice and open. We pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go again. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, knee comes up, leg extends. You've got tons of hand options. If you're feeling really stable, just start to take the hands away from the chair. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Extend the leg, right hand to right hip. We're opening the hip and lowering. Doesn't matter how pretty it looks. Get that work. Right hip stacks on top of the left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Keep that back leg lifted. We point the toes and tap. Woo. Tap, tap, tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Release. Nice work. Massage out into those legs. Wiggle out through the hips. Relax any tension you might have been holding in the neck and the shoulders and the head. And then let's turn the chair around one last time. And we take that same stretch that we did before, but this time the hands are on the seat. Walk the feet back, strengthen out, or rather lengthen out in the spine and the shoulders. You can have that bend in the knees. Breathing here. Excellent. Start to walk your feet back in towards the chair. Let's see how we're doing for time. So, chair can go away. And we're coming back to do a little bit of work on the arms again. And then we're coming down onto the mat to get into the abs. So, take the arms out nice and strong. And we're going to just start to take little circles forwards. We're not doing these on a specific timer like we normally do. We're just going to keep the shoulders soft and circle forwards. Keep the core engaged. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms where they are, just circle back the other way. Try not to let those shoulders start to creep up towards your ears. Just circling back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms where they are. We get bigger with the circles. Lovely. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We circle back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, keep the arms strong. Flip the palms up, make fists. We take bicep curls. In, if you want, you could open the hands as you go out, squeeze the fists as you come in. Out and in. Out and in. Excellent. You've got this. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Release those hands down. Bring them back behind you. Feet are hip distance. Bend in the knees, folding forwards. Lovely. From here, we're just going to bend and release. Bend and release. Try and keep that spine nice and long. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Keep the arms back behind you. We pulse. Just a little pulse. Working into the backs of the arms. Breathing here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. Nice work. I'm going to come all the way down to the mat. So, we've made it to the mat. You can just let the spine be completely supported by the mat here. And we breathe. Step the feet close in towards the body. So close that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Pushing down through the feet, push the lower back into the mat. And we start to roll up, chest to chin. As you exhale, we're rolling down. So we're rolling up and we're rolling down. Making sure we squeeze the glutes as we get up to the top. Release as we come down. Now you can add arms into this if you like. You've got it. For 8. For 7. For 6. Really rolling up and down the spine. Try not to let the feet start to travel away from those hips. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. Excellent. From here, cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Make sure your sit bones are close to that left foot. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to roll up and roll down. Roll up and roll down. You can have those arms in if you want. We're just taking 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crossing over, moving to the other side. Keep that momentum. Easy for me to say. You can always take a couple of rounds just to check that the posture feels good, that you've got your alignment. You're still articulating through the spine as you roll up and down, and we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Coming all the way down, unhook the foot, take the feet nice and wide, and just let the knees drop in towards each other. And then windscrew wiper the knees from left to right. Lovely. Now, spine back to the mat. Knees are in line with your hips. Calves are parallel to the floor. If this feels too much, you could do one leg. And if you want, you just swap out through the legs. If you've got both legs. Wherever we are, fingertips come to the side of the head, and we're going to start to roll up, lifting the head. Try not to bring the chin down towards the chest. You want to have a little space between your chin and your chest. Now you can hold here. You could be tapping out through the feet, or you can come into full bicycle. So we're taking opposite elbow to opposite knee. Excellent. Time to set up the posture, and then we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Hold here, and then release, and release the feet. Nice. Just breathe. Let the oxygen go back to those muscles down the front of your abdomen. Keep a bend in the knees, feet to the floor. Hands come to rest on your thighs. As you inhale, we're just going to try and slide the hands up to the knees. So we inhale, exhale. So it's not a full sit-up. We're not coming all the way up. We're just bringing hands to knees, rolling back down. Hands to knees, rolling back down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Coming all the way back down. Just breathe. Now, we're bringing the legs all the way up, and you can stay here, or you can bring the hands together into a sort of prayer pointing towards your toe. And we lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay with it. We go over to the right. You've got this. Just 3 more. And we go over to the left. Let's take 3, 2, 1, and release. Stretch out. Stretch out those arms, stretch out those legs. Lovely stuff, guys. Release the arms down by your side. Hug right knee in towards the body. Give yourself a big old squeeze. And then take the right leg over to the left. Right hip on top of left. Reach the right arm away. Gaze follows. So this can help neutralize the spine. It's helping to reset it after some of that strength work that we've been doing. Coming all the way back onto your back. Give that right knee a little squeeze. Extend the right leg back away from you. Same thing on the other side. Hug that left shin in towards the body. Taking the left leg up and over towards the right hand side. Left arm reaches away, gaze follows. Excellent. Rolling all the way back onto your back. Hugging left shin in towards you. We are not quite finished yet, so stay with me. We're rolling over onto our stomachs and we're preparing to come into plank pose. So have your elbows underneath your shoulders. You could interlace the fists together or bring them hands down, fingertips pointing forwards. We're going to tuck the toes under and we're going to push up into our forearm plank. If this feels too much, drop the knees down to the mat. We're breathing, we're holding. Staying strong. And keeping an eye on the time, don't you worry. Remember, you can always drop the knees down if you need to. Thinking about sucking that the belly button towards the lower back. Just holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Drop those knees down. Take them nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Push the hips towards the heels. Take a child's pose. From here, plant the hands down. We're going to pull ourselves up to a tabletop. Knees come underneath the hips. Taking cat and cow. Excellent. Tucking the toes under, pushing the hips back and up. We did this 2 variations of this posture from the chair, hands on the back of the chair, hands on the seat. Same principle applies, hands on the floor. Spine is long. There's a bend in the knee. Maybe walk out the legs. And then start to walk feet towards hands, hands towards feet. Have a softness in the knees, belly rests on thighs, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little left and right. Just let the whole top half of the body hang. Release the hands, push down through the feet as you inhale, rolling up. until your head is the very last thing to come up, and give yourselves a little round of applause when you get here. Awesome work, guys. Well done. You found the time. You've done it. Your body will thank you. Awesome work. Have a wonderful rest of